So, is the Joe Biden bribery story another FBI cover-up? As Bill McGurn put it in this morning's Wall Street Journal, is this the Hunter Biden laptop all over again? Tough stuff. Joining me now, John Ratcliffe, former director of national intelligence, former Texas congressman, great friend. John, thank you for this. I mean, a serious question. Is this an FBI cover-up? This could be the biggest political scandal perhaps in American history. $5 million bribery from a foreign national, et cetera, et cetera. What do you make of this, John?
Well, I think that's why it's getting so much attention. And you see Speaker McCarthy pushing this and saying, look, I'm going to back Chairman Comer all the way, even through contempt proceedings against the FBI director, because this FD 1023 in question, Larry, is important for two reasons. One, obviously, if there's veracity to the fact that Joe Biden may have taken a $5 million bribe as vice president, that's a blockbuster and will change American, the politics forever. But also, Larry, it's important because how the FBI treated this, regardless of its veracity, is also a story. Because, we're in the midst of one FBI scandal after another where the FBI has put their finger on the scale. In 2016, Russia collusion that didn't exist. In 2020, the FBI, promoting a lie that the Hunter Biden laptop was Russian disinformation and meeting with Twitter executives. And so if here you have an instance where the FBI themselves, the FBI director concedes that this FD23 came from a highly credible source that the FBI has used for a number of years, and if it turns out that it was buried, as a whistleblower alleges that it was, again, for political reasons, it would just be another scandal and really fuel to the fire about how the FBI has been, and the Department of Justice has been weaponized one way against one party.
Do you think it was buried? I mean, I listened to Jamie Raskin yesterday trying to say that this investigation was pursued under Bill Barr and they dismissed it. But apparently that is not true. Mr. Raskin, lied through his teeth continuously during the Trump collusion, Russian collusion business. He has no credibility, at least in my mind. I don't think he has any credibility whatsoever. I mean, did the FBI bury this? Or was the investigation open? Or why didn't Christopher Wray and Merrick Garland, why weren't they aware of this from day one?
Right. Well, Christopher Wray actually refuted Jamie Raskin in the meeting that they had yesterday. Look, if what Jamie Raskin said was true and that Bill Barr looked at this and the investigation was shut down because it had no value, then I promise you that what FBI Director Wray would have started out the meeting and he would have said, gentlemen, look, this even though this form comes from a highly credible FBI source that we've used in the past, in this case, it has no merit, and we've ruled that out. He didn't say that. In fact, what he said was, I can't let you have it because it's part of an ongoing investigation. So he's already refuted what Jamie Raskin, tried to argue there.
But there's a lot of non-classified stuff. Why can't that be released to the committee members and the public?
Well, that's exactly the point that Kevin McCarthy is making, and it's why I think he's backing this. Look, he's sending a message to the FBI. He's saying, look, for the next 2 years, we're not going to let you guys get away with this kind of thing, even though now you're sharing it with one member from each party of the committee. That's not the way this is supposed to work. And, based on these past abuses, we're going to press for what our congressional oversight right entitles us to, which is for the entire committee to see this, particularly because, as you point out, Larry, it's an unclassified document. I mean, keep in mind, for comparison's sake, that when the FBI raided Mar-a-Lago, a year ago, August, it was the FBI and only the FBI that had possession of the photographs that ended up with top secret documents all over Twitter, and they weren't talking about protecting sources and methods there. So the leaks, are going one way, depending on which party they're in. And I think Kevin McCarthy is sending the right tone here by saying, look, this isn't good enough, and we're going to press this case in front of the American people. We want them to see that we want an apolitical FBI. We want an apolitical Department of Justice, and we're going to demand it.
John, last one quickly. We have less than a minute, but you've got a string of these LLCs for all the family members and all the friends. I know it's circumstantial, but it does look highly suspicious. What does your gut tell you about this? Is there a bribery scandal? What does your gut tell you, John Ratcliffe?
My gut tells me that there's very clearly the Biden family has gotten rich. So what is Hunter Biden's business? What is Jim Biden's business? It's Joe Biden. No one can point to any legitimate businesses. Why do you have LLCs? What could the business possibly be? Why don't they, in defense of themselves, point that out? And the bottom line is, Joe Biden and everyone in the Joe Biden family lives at a lifestyle far above what members of Congress earn, which is, where, he spent most of his career. And so I think that the whispers of influence peddling by the Biden family were there when I got to Washington. Now there's a lot more smoke. In fact, you could argue that this is fire. So my gut reaction tells me, that if this were fairly investigated, where it's going to lead is that there was corruption, and it did go to Joe Biden as the big guy. That's been corroborated by Hunter Biden's laptop and by further investigations and what's going on in the Oversight Committee and documents that they've seen that have not yet been declassified. And so that's where I think this thing should go.
This could well be the biggest political scandal in American history. That's where this could lead.
Could be.
I know there are allegations and so forth, but that's where this could be. The biggest political scandal in American history. John Ratcliffe, thank you. Good to see you.